Testing, testing. Hello? Let's see if that actually worked. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I think we have visual. That's good. I think we're live on X now, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Oh, okay, I guess we are. Let's go. All right, so we got live on YouTube and we got live on X going, so let's go. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. So all the watch list videos are actually up now. In case anybody... Oops. Yeah, all the watch list videos are up, so that's pretty good. It was like 29 videos, so it was a lot of videos actually. Anyway, let's look at the chat. What's up, Silver Days is in the house. Welcome to the live stream. Good mod. Best mod ever. Smash a like and subscribe. Yes. Strong Believe SB says, yo. What's up? Hey, John 3. Why is it Acts 2:21? Wasn't it John 3:16? Did you change your name? Hey, are we gonna see alt season? That's a good question. Are we going to see alt season? I hope so. I mean, just looking at Ethereum doesn't look too bad. Yeah, Ethereum dominance just needs to go up. That's all that needs to happen, right? We actually made an all-time low on the ETH dom. So this is crazy right here. But yeah. What's up, Shadow Frost? What's up? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. What's up, Israr? How are you? Are we gonna see alt season? I hope. I really hope so. I really hope so. Man. We'll give it a couple more minutes until more people come. Bitcoin's not doing that bad. Look at this. We're neutral now. But what I don't like is this. Like, we've just been in Bitcoin season for the last year or something, right? I mean, November, we had a nice spike in altcoin market cap. But unfortunately, most of it fell back down, and we're just still in alt season. Or sorry, we're still in Bitcoin season. I like the fact that they actually added that. Picoin, rest in peace, man. I have this coin, but we mined it, but unfortunately I can't even get it off to sell it, which sucks, but whatever. By the time I can sell it, it'll probably be like 1 cent. The slowest rug pull in the history of crypto. Let's look at some recently added. Oh, Simpsons making a comeback. What's going on with Bag? Dude, imagine if Cat with Bag comes back. 33,000%, man. I mean, I might as well just put in $1, right? Because even if I get, yeah, if I put in $10 or something, that's still like, what, 30 grand? That would be pretty dope. Let's see. Israr says XPR and hash AI when you get a chance. So I don't think anything has happened from Thursday's update, but we could take a look at it for you. I think it's still too early. I mean, it's only 8:46 a.m. where I am, but we're just gonna go live. We're just gonna get it over with. Just remember, I next month. So for July, we are going to go. We are gonna live stream every single day. So, full disclosure, Monday through Friday, it's gonna be 5 p.m. after work. So I will be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time after work every single day, Monday through Friday next month for the month of July. And then on the weekends, it's going to be early. So not a lot of people are going to make it, but for the amount of people that are going to make it, then yeah, we're just gonna chill and look at your guys' coins. So XPR, let's see. Yeah, XPR is still doing pretty good. So it's just still stuck. So right now it needs to break this box. Once this box breaks, then our target at 1 cent 30 is in play. Keep in mind that's around a 4x. And you're going to be validating this uptrend anyway, making this higher high. And you can see that we're actually in an upward channel right now. I mean, technically it's going to be like this, right? So we're in this uptrend right now for XPR. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. But on the downside, it does need to stay over 2018. Otherwise, we are going to get a bigger move down. Okay. And it'll be macro bearish at that point. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Hash AI. Hash AI had a nice move, actually. 5% on the day. It's a lot of money if you have a lot of money in it. So Hash AI, yeah, you're getting a nice bounce right now, but you're still validating a downtrend. So on the shorter time frame, the good thing is that, and like we always say, once you break this area of resistance, what you really need to do is maintain price action over it, which you are over it. So right now on the shorter time frame, 306 is in play. And then on the macro time frame, yeah, on the macro time frame, that coincides with the 0.5. So you still have resistance here. Once you break this and you don't validate a downtrend, so making a lower high, the next target would be 308. And then once you obviously break through this area and not double top and then come back down, the next target would be 2012, which as of today is going to be around 180%. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Thank you, as always, bro. Much love. Of course, of course. And I hope you make it, man. I hope we all make it. I really hope we all make it. Let's see. What do you think about DOGELON, Onyx Coin? So I just posted DOGELON and Onyx Coin. I just posted a video on update videos on them. I think DOGELON's good. They are burning coins now, so the game is out. So it's really good. I think it's really bullish. I love DOGELON. That's one of my coins. But the price action still doesn't reflect the news that came out. For Onyx Coin, I think Onyx Coin is, I mean, you're already up. If you bought the low, you're already up like 40x. Onyx Coin did a 40 to 50x from its low. So you're already up. It doesn't necessarily mean that it can't go any higher. And the structure looks really bullish for Onyx Coin. So definitely go check that out on the channel. Centrifuge, and Numeraire. I liked Numeraire because Numeraire actually has a very small supply. So it only has what, 10 million? Okay, so like max supply 11 million, and it's almost fully diluted. Relatively small market cap, so only so much more selling pressure. But that's if they release coins. In terms of the price action, just like my coin for Numeraire, it sucks, right? Unfortunately, it's still not doing anything, right? The only time that you would still be profitable is if you bought back here in 2018, 2019, and you would be barely up, right? And then on the macro time frame for Numeraire, I mean, technically you've been making lower highs and lower lows, so you're in a downtrend right now. And then nothing's bullish until we break $17, and then as long as price action's under $11 for Numeraire, it's bearish. And you can see we attempted to break out, got rejected, came back down. So just don't get excited if you start seeing this go up. We could still get rejected again, come down, make a lower low, and then keep validating this downtrend that's forming. That's what I think about Numeraire. And then you said Centrifuge. Is this on Coinbase? Was this on Coinbase? I think this was on Coinbase, right? But not anymore. So yeah, it got delisted on Coinbase. Yeah, I mean this same here, right? Like it's bearish. It's just sitting at its all-time low. Unfortunately, you had a nice liquidity wick here. So if you got out, congratulations. But if not, then you got stuck right here at the 382 and then got smacked back down to the shadow realm. So bearish under 36 cents. As long as price action's under 36 cents, you're still validating this downtrend that's forming. And it's still extremely bearish. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And thank you. What's up, Smash Toshi? What's up with your username? Yeah, I was in Vision's live stream yesterday, and there's something going on with the usernames. Give me a second. All right. You're welcome, Strong Believe. What's up? Flipcoins is in the house. Flipcoins. Let's take a look at your coins. Let's do Billy. How's Billy looking? Not bad. I mean, you're still technically in this uptrend right now. So technically, as long as it's not some sort of bear flag forming, then it's still good, because that's what it did. This is what it did last time before it capitulated, right? You had some sort of bear flag forming, and then you actually made a lower low. But so far so good. We do really need to get at least over to this area of resistance. So that's priority number one, unfortunately, which we're not at right yet. Good thing is you are making higher lows and higher highs, so that's pretty good. And then used car. Yeah, so for used car, same here, right? You're still validating this uptrend, but you're in an overall downtrend on the macro time frame. But the good thing is that you're still making higher highs, okay? So higher highs, higher lows, and you're still in this uptrend. So as long as this isn't some sort of bear flag forming and then coming back down and retesting this low, you should be fine. But like I told you before, man, when I deposited the 1,000 into my Coinbase before I had to wait 5 days and then it went up. If this thing goes back down to the lows, there's going to be, like, if I'm telling you that, hey, I'm going to buy this, imagine how many people are on the sideline and how many people are going to buy. So worst case scenario, maybe we do come back down close to these lows, and then it just gets bought back up. So so just don't. We're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. Especially, I mean, just keep in mind Bitcoin's at 107 again. So it's pre-Iranian missiles. So like we're back up now. So if you didn't get shaken out, then congratulations, you're diamond handsing it. So those are it for that. So if you have any other coins, please let me know. I will definitely take a look at it. It's a very slow stream today because obviously it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like basically waking up right now. So if you have any other coins, feel free to let me know. Now I am kind of like, why isn't, I just don't know why X, like nobody's typing in the X chat, right? Yeah, there's a live stream, or there's a live chat in, there's a live chat on X, but for some reason nobody uses it. And also just keep in mind, for Bitcoin, we are actually technically in a downtrend right here. And we are making lower highs and lower lows, barely, but we still are. I guess, like, you know, you had a big one here, right? You had another one forming here, and then now you have one here. But every single time that's happened, we've gotten the next leg up. So that's what we're waiting for right now. I guess technically here too, right? I don't know. But wow, man, look at this. This is nice. Wow. Snack and Zebek. You got it. So I actually uploaded a video for Zebek, but we could take a look at it again because it's so slow. And then Snack. How's Snack doing? It better start going up from here. Yeah, so for Snack, I mean, $75 drawdown, 90% drawdown. What are we at right now? 80. We did 83%. So, I mean, I'm assuming the selling's done, right? You actually had your 618 retracement at 2017, and you actually ended up holding it. So, given that this is the bottom, which I really do think at this point it should be, we have resistance here at 23.3. And once we break this area, 618 retracement would be 47, which as of today is going to be around 150%. So, and once we break, what you really want to see is, like, you know, the same thing with Turbo, right? What you really want to see is a break over the 618. If not, then it's going to basically look like the same thing as Turbo, where you come back up, make a lower high, validated downtrend, come back and probably retest this area as support. Exactly what Turbo did. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you're going to sell, I don't know, if you're diamond handing it and it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter, right? But as of today, that's around 150%. Matthew Dropco's in the house. Good morning. Welcome to the, I don't even know, the 20% mark of the live stream. When 88 goes, I'm hoping Snack goes. You don't need a hope, because when 88, when Cardano goes, because Snack is the first meme coin on Cardano, it's gonna go. So just the same thing as Solana. When Solana goes, your Billy, your used car, cat with bag, Maniki, those coins are gonna go up. Just like when Avalanche goes, Cock Inu is gonna also go. So, like, you're just waiting for the main coins to go up, and then everything else is gonna go up. The same thing like when we always talk about Ethereum, and you're like, oh, Jesus coin or Doge on Mars even. It's like, hey, when Ethereum runs, Doge on Mars and all the ERC, even OXT and all the other ERC20 coins are gonna go. Okay. So yeah, you're right. When ADA goes, Snack is gonna go. So flip points for 10 beans. That's a lot of beans. Thank you so much for the 10. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Let's go. First super chat of the day. First super chat of the day. Let's go. And then your other one was Zebik. Yeah, so for Zebik, it's still just our targets are still just valid, right? 209 and then 27. Yeah, so for Zebik, it just needs to stay over here, which it is. It needs to stay over this box, and then the target on the upside is 209 for Zebik. So far so good for Zebik. We don't need to really look into it furthermore because it's technically in support right now, and I think the selling should be done. So we are going to get some sort of reversal. What you don't want to see is making a lower high though. Okay, if you do, then you're still validating this downtrend. And thank you so much. Yeah, I added oh wait, what did you say? Are we doing backup today? Seems like it. Did you do MOG already? No, I didn't do MOG on the live stream, but I did MOG in terms of the watch list videos. But we could take a look at MOG for you. I mean, the chat's pretty much everyone's sleeping right now, so not a lot of coin requests coming in, so just open up a couple tabs, put a couple of your coins in. So you got MOG. Yeah, I added Cocky New yesterday, MOG and Elon. Nice. Yo, I finally caught a live stream. What's up, Bullish on Parade? Let's go. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the, I don't know, the 20% mark of the live stream. I missed Turbo. I'm holding, but it's not moving. Yeah, because it just had a retracement. I actually did also just do an update video on Turbo. So for Turbo, yeah, you had a 618 retracement, and then you came back down and retested the previous area of resistance as support. So at any point, if we do fall below this box, I'd say the top is in, and you're probably going to get a bigger move back down, validating a bigger downtrend. But as long as it stays over the box, you're going to go back up and not getting stuck at 2045, making a lower high, validating a downtrend. 2059 would be in play, and then 2088. So not financial advice, just my opinion. And then MOG, which we already looked at. Well, we didn't look at, but I did post an update video on it. So I think MOG, you're just still stuck, right? So MOG's, yeah, same with MOG. MOG did have a better recovery, but you already came back up to the 0.5 and retested it. So you're still validating this downtrend. It needs to stay over this box, which is previous resistance flip support now. And then the same thing goes with MOG. It is a little bit faster than Turbo because you can see Turbo hasn't done its 0.5 retracement yet, making that lower high. But for MOG, you already did. So if we do get some sort of sell-off, you do need to stay over the box. If the box doesn't hold, the same thing here, where you're going to come back down, make a lower low, and validate a bigger downtrend. But once you do break out over the 618, and technically then you could say you're in an uptrend, 5022 would be in play. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then let's see. What's up, Wick? How are you? I have another live radio show thing that's coming on a bit. I figured I'd just check with you on MOG. Yeah, no worries. Live radio. What? You still listen to the radio? I'm just joking. It's... let's see. Oh, Aloe's in the house. It's always bearish. Because it's always bearish. Thanks for doing that. And my other coins. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Matthew Job Corps for 6 months. Let's go. So I gotta figure it out because we're almost going on 2 years, and the oldest member almost has the 2-year mark, which is that. So that is the 2-year membership logo. That's crazy. Once that happens, I gotta look at expanding even more, figuring out what I'm gonna do. But anyway, yeah, you're welcome, and thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate it. Bullish on Parade says, if you can you look at Nitro? Yeah, of course. We got like 14 people in the chat. I have nothing else to do. Nitro. Yeah, we already have a Nitro chart. So for Nitro, we said it needs to stay over the box, which we're actually over. And then we said that as long as it stays over the box, which we're still technically over, 405 is in play. As of today, that is going to be around an 8x. Very small market cap. Gamble coin, you obviously know that. Still going to be under a 20 million market cap. But at any point, we are obviously at the box. So at any point, if we do break below, then I'd say 5022 to 31 would be the next landing pad for Nitro. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Wick says, can you do Boo? What is that? Book of Ethereum? Book of Wait, Boo is Book of Ethereum, right? I'm not losing money, but it's down a little. I can take a look. Matthew Dropco says it's a radio show, but they simulcast on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Nice. Yeah, they've adapted. The radio industry has adapted now. MOG looks good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I still can't believe, man, I should have bought MOG when we had that giant sell-off because it went up. It did like 150% bounce. So good for everybody who bought in. Let's see. Book of Ethereum, right? Is that Book of Ethereum. I think I have a chart for this too. Yeah, we do. So for Book of Ethereum, very simple. We had resistance at 13 to 18 cents. Unfortunately, we didn't hold it. So although we did break out, we did make a lower high, and we're still validating this downtrend. Sorry. On the downside, unfortunately, it is macro bearish under 13 cents. But if at this point, we don't know how low it's going to go. But the next landing zone would be 7 cents 90. That would need to hold. Otherwise, you're just going to be making a lower low. And then you're going to be validating this downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. But given that it does start going back up and forming some sort of uptrend, it needs to break 13 to 18 cents. And then once that breaks, 32 cents would be the next target again. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And thank you. You are very welcome, Wick. You are very, very welcome. How's Jesus Coin doing? Yeah, Jesus Coin is about to break its previous low, making a lower low. That is not good for Jesus Coin. Damn. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it does have pretty good liquidity to market cap ratio, though. So we'll see what happens with it. Flipcoin says degen, please. Thanks. I haven't had degen requests since what's his name? DZ. I hope he's doing okay. He's always he was always saying I'll buy OXT. Oh, how's OXT doing? Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, it's not doing good. Oh, it's going up. It's going up 53. But this is pretty bad chart. Damn, it's pretty bad. Anyway, let's not take a look at that because honestly, I just want to hurry up and get me out. So taking a look at degen, yeah, on the shorter time frame, bearish under 36, bullish over 56. The good thing is you're still at least making higher lows. So you have support here still at 26. So as long as price action stays over that, then technically you're still making a higher low. Targets on the upside would be valid, which would be this area. But at any point, we could still come back up to this area and get rejected. And then you'd just be validating this downtrend anyway. So in terms of the macro time frame for support, I do think that we are actually staying over the 786. Yeah, so you can see we actually came down and tagged the 786. So if we, as long as we stay over here, then you're going to get consolidation and eventually a breakout. But at any point, if we do fall below, then you're just probably going to come back down. We don't know how low it's going to go, but this previous low needs to hold at 3067. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah, maybe I should go live a little bit later because I think everybody's like sleeping right now. I guess everybody went out and partied a little bit too hard yesterday. I guess I can we're gonna take a look at trending coins. I guess that's what we can do. Yeah, Pengu. I just did a video on this. All I needed to do is just put 10 grand in and bam, up $3,600 for Pengu. I think everyone has to wait for Ethereum to break out before our coins run. Well, the coins on Ethereum, yes, but see you later, meow. No, I'm still gonna be live. I'll be live for another 30-45 minutes. Just because people are sleeping doesn't mean I'm not gonna live stream. Because here's what I got to do. I have to. I'm busy today, so I have to go work out after this. And don't worry, I'm hitting legs. Maybe I'll do Stairmaster because I can't. My back is still kind of. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks now, but my back is still kind of recovering. So, I don't want to go too hard on it. But yeah, today's probably just going to be cardio. Is Ethereum breakout is about to happen? I hope so. I'm still sleeping too, yeah. Nothing would happen with any chains until Ethereum runs. Maybe. Dwayne Kelly is in the house. Let's go. What's up, Dwayne Kelly? Let's take a look at Beam. Yeah, Beam's not doing anything, so Beam's just in the same spot. Yeah, so for Beam we were oversold. So if you bought when it was oversold, congratulations, because you're at least you're up. Yeah, at least you're up 30%, so that's not bad. And then in terms of the macro time frame for Beam, nothing's bullish until we break 1 cent, and then bearish as long as it's under 207. We don't know how low it's going to go. So that's pretty much it for Beam. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Nights of Insomnia, what's up? Welcome to the halfway mark of the live stream. Welcome to the 50% mark. Slow day today, so we welcome you. We're looking at trending coins. We're looking at like the next. I can't believe PiCoin is trending, even though it's like it's literally rugging. Yeah, dude, this is like all like I already know this thing's gonna go to 0. Bedrock BR. Mubarak. That's funny. Fitfy coin increasing. Let's see. Step up. So, yeah, so it looks like they just released some coins, right? Yeah, you can see how you can see how there was coins released here, because you see how there was this giant pump here, but the price actually stayed sideways. See that? So yeah, they released coins here, but again, don't worry about it, because at this point it's almost fully diluted, and no, like even if they release the rest of their coins, it doesn't matter, because it's It's so close and it's such a small market cap. But it also, the token unlocks. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at June of 2026. So you're looking at not only a small amount of coins being released, but only one more year of them releasing coins. And it's mostly team and mining coins. So yeah, I mean, in terms of TA for this, yeah, there's like, it's just bearish. But I mean, if it goes back up to this high, man, it's like your $1 will be $50,000. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to go that high, but it is a lot of money. It does have a lot of potential. It's like Spell Token or GST. Wait, how's GST doing? I completely forgot about that. Yeah, like this right here. Man, it's at its low. So like, hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, so for GST, I mean, this is another coin. Yeah, like, even if it goes back up to its 382, that's still a 20x. Flipcoin says SEI. You got it, man. SEI. Yeah, it's an alley. Someone's blocking somebody's car. That's why they honked. Didn't Picoin have an app where you click something and you get coins? I remember from years ago, and I figured it was a waste of time. Guess I was wrong. Yeah, I did it. So me and my wife, we actually did it. So we both have like a little bit over 1,000 Picoins. But the problem is you can't, like, it's so hard getting it off of the, it's hard getting it off of the app. And we never figured out how to do it. But also, when I finally like can like send it, the problem with Picoin is that it's not on any sort of US exchange, okay? So like I can't even sell it. And my friend, even though he has OKX, he doesn't have like, it still says like unavailable in the USA. So I'm like, what the heck? How am I supposed to sell it? And I remember at the time, it was $2. And I was like, hey, collectively, like my wife and I, we have like $4,000 right now in Picoin that we want to sell. And we just like never did it. And now it's like $1,000. So, I mean, it's still $1,000, but we still can't sell it because it's not available in the USA. Anyway, fun story. So if you're outside the US and if you want to sell it and send me the money, then do it. Then scam me. Yeah, so for SCI, you're just in a downtrend. You're making lower highs and lower lows. But the good thing is oh no, we got stuck at the 382. So the price to beat for the 382 would be 29 cents. Once that breaks, it should take us back up to 49 cents. So just keep in mind, it does also need to stay over 21 cents. Otherwise, you are going to come back down. Next target, 28 cents, and then from there, 38 cents, and then 49 cents. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see. What's up, the closer? Good morning, buddy. Or good morning. Hey, buddy, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yes, my back is doing well. Where is Aave and Sol going for all-time high? Sol probably $600, and I have no idea for Aave. No, imagine if Sol goes to $600. That would be insane. We'll take a look at both for you. Aave and Solana. I just did an update video on Solana. Oh man, I knew there had to be a catch. Geez, I guess you need a VPN and a non-KYC exchange to sell. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any of that, so I can't really sell. So there's just 1,000, and I already deleted the app, so there's like, it's just kind of useless at this point. Yeah, so how high do I think Solana can go? I think that if Solana breaks, so Solana's like doing pretty good. It legged up, now it's consolidating, which is really good. You never want to see a coin basically go back down to its lows, which is what most coins did. It looks like it's attempting to break out right now. So if it does manage to break past this previous high at around $300, then I'd put Solana up to $600 for all-time highs. And then on the downside, it just needs to stay over this previous area of resistance that's now flipped support. As long as it stays over that, you're validating an uptrend, and the targets on the upside are still valid. And then Aave. How high can Aave go? At a 3.9 billion market cap. Oh, Aave, I think it was $1,800. I think it was $1,800. Let's see. No, 3,500. Where did I get 18? Did I get 18 on the shorter time frame? Let's see. Yeah, Aave's doing pretty good. 800. That's what it was. So 800. Yeah. So for Aave, I put it at between $890 around there to 3.5K. Aave is doing very good right now. I mean, you're in a major uptrend right now. This is a very bullish chart over here. It looks like a giant cup, and then it's gonna go up here and then just like do something like this. Very, very, very bullish. Kind of like exactly what it did here, right? So Aave is doing basically the same thing, right? You have a giant cup, and then that next leg up. Giant cup, next leg up. So anyway, Aave is doing pretty good, but it's a little bit too expensive for me. So anyway, congrats on Aave in advance. Not financial advice. Just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see. Okay, got it. Bullish on Parade. Have you looked at Jerry the Turtle? Have I looked at Jerry the Turtle? It's a map fairy token. I've only looked at it if you've told me to look at it. But I'm not going to just randomly type, oh, let me look at Jerry the Turtle. Let's see. I have a chart. Yeah, so unfortunately for Jerry the Turtle, we're no longer macro bullish, so we have to kind of delete everything and start from scratch. So as of right now, you have support. You're sitting on support at the 0.5. The next area of support is 4052 and 3032, which is probably where we're headed. Not financial advice, obviously, just my opinion. If we did mark some sort of bottom here, and if we do establish a floor here and consolidate over these levels, then you do have resistance at 301 and 12. Once that breaks, 17, and then from there to the moon. Keep in mind, we could still come back up to this level, get stuck, and come back down and validate a downtrend. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Excuse me. I mean, if you're trading it, that's still pretty good because that's around a 74% pump. So, that's not bad. Yeah, it is a super small market cap, 5.2 million. Very low market cap. All right, let's look at some trending coins. Oops. Yeah, let's see what's up in the last 24 hours. Oh my gosh, like what is this? Black Venus BPX? Like what in the world is this? Yeah, this is totally bought it though. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, this is bought it. All right, next. Artifacts. Why is this trending? Huh. Yeah, this looks like PYR. This looks like what PYR is going to do. Yeah, it's a 20x back up to its all-time high. Wormhole. Oh, this was just a list on Coinbase, right? Or no, this I'm thinking something else. I thought there was a coin that was just listed on Coinbase, like Wormhole or something. Let's see. You mentioned Snack earlier. Did they redo the chart or economics or something? The chart looks new. No? There's still, it's still the same. The chart is still the same for Snack. The closer says, check out Sin stock. You think it'll retrace back up? NVIDIA partner. Let's see. Excuse me. What the heck? This is an NVIDIA partner? No, this thing looks like it needs to fill this gap. That was a giant move though. 10x. Sorry, yeah, 10x off the rip. Did they just announce a partnership, and is that what caused the price to go up? Wow, dude, it actually made an all-time high. Dude, it was like I literally thought it was gonna break down. Wow. Dude, that's insane, man. Congrats to everyone. Yes, just announced last week. Then yeah, it could probably come back if it has an NVIDIA partnership and if it's not just some sort of insider thing happening. Man, crypto is so brain dead. I agree. It is brain dead, man. I can't wait until we sell and we're out. Oh man. What's up, Aloe? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Or I guess we still got I guess we still got 15 minutes. $5 to $41, and they announced offering and dropped, and it's trying to go back up. Yeah, it's probably going to go back down though before it goes back up. Let's see. Any other trending coins we want to look at? Anything up in the last 24 hours that's not brain rot? Pudgy Penguins, I'd say, is the only one that's like legit. Yeah, this is a nice chart. Imagine if it comes back up, man. Yeah, it's a 20x back up to the to this price, but it's around a 12x back up to its actual high, not using the liquidity, the grab. $15 minutes to try to figure out how to be a millionaire. Seriously, man. I just say just put all your baskets in DOGE. Quick, everybody buy DOGE Mars. I mean, it might come back. Yeah. It doesn't look bad. It looks like she wants to explode. Can we get TA on NVIDIA? Yeah. We can. So I don't know, like... Yeah, so for NVIDIA, man, it's just like... It literally just broke its high. So I guess right now for NVIDIA, I'd say the next target is $221. That would be the next area of resistance and the next stop. And then in terms of the current high, if we have some sort of retracement, as long as it stays over 137 and 125, then the target on the upside is still valid and clearly you're in this upward channel. But NVIDIA is doing good overall anyway on the macro time frame. So these are all the shorter time frame targets for NVIDIA. So no financial advice, just my opinion. Dwayne Kelly for 5, second super chat of the day. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate that. That is awesome, man. Thank you. Silver Day says Zebic, please. So Zebic we've already looked at, but we could take a look at it again because you are the greatest mod ever. So really quick for Zebic, my target at 209 is still in play. So this is still the target on the upside, 209, as long as Zebic stays over the 236382 area of support, which we are over. Keep in mind that we can still come back up and get stuck at 41. That was the previous area of support flipped resistance now. So you really do need to break 41 and then go up. But regardless, as long as we stay over the box at 29 to 41, then the target on the upside is still valid at 209. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Grimaldi, welcome to the end of the live stream. We got like 10 more minutes left. 10, 15 more minutes, I guess, depending on how everything goes. Now we're getting the viewers. Yeah, I need it to live now because now we're getting 20 viewers. So now it's going to be 20 to 40, whereas this entire time we've been live streaming it, it's been at like 8 to 15. So appreciate you. Have a good weekend, bro. Yeah, you too. Always be closing. Definitely. Exactly. No matter what it is, always be closing. Whether it's closing, ordering your food from the fast food drive-thru. At the end of the day, you are going to get that food. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Always be closing. I can't help but get the feeling that we aren't getting out of the cycle. Everybody quick buy in because Smash Shoshi thinks that we're not going up, and that's usually a bottom signal. That is literally a bottom signal. Coffees for closers. Just remember, coffees are for closers. Damn, I should have stayed in sales. Woo! I should have stayed. I love sales, man. I love like selling people. Yeah, like this, it's just like really, really, really fun. Just like being in sales and just like getting a sale. That's the best feeling ever. I think it's like the dopamine rush. It's like, man, I can't believe I just got... I remember one of my sales jobs. I used to sell health insurance. And I remember it was like the best feeling ever when you finally got it. When you finally got someone to sign up for health insurance. Because it's like, oh, hey, you don't have health insurance. And now Obama's making you have health insurance. So here's some options. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for health insurance. Here are the plans that we have to offer. And then like people would be like, oh, we don't want it. Well, hey, like, look, listen, you don't want health insurance, but it's legally required now. Otherwise, you have to pay the fee, blah, 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 and then all this stuff. So it's like, there's no point in you not having it. Even if you don't have anything wrong, you should still have it. X, Y, and Z. But anyway, I like doing that. That was pretty fun. That was short lived though. I think I did it for like 2 months, 3 months. I don't know if I would ever be a good car salesperson because I feel like car salespeople is just like a different, like, I just don't like them. Like, me as the buyer, I know what I want, and I know what I I know what I would pay for a car, and they try to sell you like constantly. Let's see. What else are we? Oh yeah, that's right. We're looking at what coins are gonna make us a millionaire. FWOG. Oh, FWOG's doing pretty good. Damn, I remember this was at like 11 cents and it went to what? Like 70 cents, man. 7x came all the way back down and made a lower low. It's just crazy, man. If you guys don't sell, you're gonna get trapped. So just make sure you guys sell. Been buying Hoppy on the way down. Can you look? I hope I get some more exchange listings. Yeah, we could take a look at it. Hoppy. I don't think that's the right Hoppy. I think you're talking about Hoppy on Ethereum, right? Because we have a chart for this. Yeah, so for Hoppy, that line that I drew on the downside, on the bottom, we need to establish a floor there. As long as we're under 4028, we don't know how low it's going to go. So obviously it got a nice bounce, but we didn't know that was the bottom. So as long as we're under 28, we don't know how low it's going to go, but 13 needs to hold. And then on the upside, 47 is the next target, and then 301. And remember, I know we're all hodlers and we all want to become millionaires. When I show you guys these targets on the upside, this is where people are selling. These are areas where people are selling. So these are areas where you can make money if you're buying at the lows, okay? It's really important to note that. Because if you're just holding it, then obviously if it goes lower and makes a lower low, then you're losing all of your gains and you're actually losing from your dollar cost average down. So you're actually down. So, and I can't say, hey, maybe you should sell on the way up and at these targets, because even here, like when we looked at here, we drew this. So even if you sold, even if you bought here and sold anywhere here, you could have made 100 to 300%. But people just stay, and now they're all the way back down to the low. Yeah, then they have to haggle and pretend to talk to their manager. Yeah, seriously. Like, hey, I know what I want. Like I sold my car back in 2 years ago, 2023, because me and my wife, we like downsized, and we only have like one car now, and it's like very cheap. It's a 2008 Toyota Corolla. So it's like very cheap, it's very reliable, and like we've been using one car to save money, right? And I recently had the itch. I was like, hey, I want to buy my old car back. So I called, and first of all, there's no way the car is worth 25K, because I looked on I looked on Kelly Blue Book, and the car is valued between 19 and 21. So I call and I'm like, hey, you guys have this car listed for 25. I'll give you 20. Like I think 20 is fair. And they're like, yeah, like, you know, let's look at market price. And I was like, yeah, that is market price for me. And they're like, yeah, the lowest listed right now is 25. Then that's where we base our price off of. And I was like, yeah, well, I could list my freaking, you know, I could list my car for $10,000. That doesn't mean it's worth $10,000, even if it's the lowest one on the market. What are they selling at? And then they were like, you know, like we're not gonna go down that low, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, like whatever. Screw you, buddy. I don't need the car. I don't need to spend like I don't want to like get back into a car payment. I don't need this. So I was like, all right, you know what? Like I don't want to do it. And then the guy texted me and he sent me a video of the car. And then I texted him back. I was like, hey, listen, I've had this car before. This is like my old car. It's in case you guys want to know what it is. It's a 2019 Toyota 86. It's an 86 and it's the TRD SE. So it's the TRD Special Edition one, which is only 1,000 of them built. So of course, when I go and sell it, they're like, hey, it's a very niche car. It's going to be really hard to sell. But when you go and buy it, they're like, hey, this is a limited edition car. So I literally told him before, like, I was like, hey, I already know this car. I don't need to hear that because when I sold it, I heard all the negatives, and when I buy it, I already know it's a very niche car. I've had the car before, and they try to do that anyway. Again, so he sent me the video again, or he sent me the video, and I said, "Hey, I already had this car. I already know what it is. Let me know let me know. I appreciate your time, but I don't want to waste your time. Let me know when you guys are open to coming down towards more of what the market price is, which is 20 grand, which is in the middle." And then all he said was, "Take care." He just immediately he was like, "Hey, screw this guy, take care." And I didn't say anything back, but it's funny because I was thinking about it, and they know I'm interested in the car now, right? So if they contact me again, I'm just gonna be like, and if it's not like 20 grand, I'm just gonna be like, "Take care." And it's gonna be the funniest thing ever, because you telling me take care? I'm trying to buy your car. I'm trying to give you guys that's a lot of money. And when I originally sold the car 2 years ago, it was I think they gave me 21 for it or 22, and I was super negative on it anyway at that time, so I had to pay the difference. But yeah, Toyota's rule, man. That's why we both downsized and we got one car, and now we drive one car to save money. But I did get an itch to try to buy a new car, but at this point, I think it's working out perfectly. So, and it's a Corolla. That thing has 130,000 miles. It's gonna go for another 5 years, right? 10 years or even longer. That thing's gonna go. I'm gonna run that thing to the ground. But anyway, just fun story of what's happening with me and my life and my car and my in my car journey, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know how we got to that point, but let's read the chats. I like Hoppy too. I'm in it a little bit down at the moment. Moodang, what's up? Bought the top. I hope you didn't buy the top for Moodang. Aloe's in a Corolla. Oh no, you have a Corolla. Got made fun of a lot. Yeah, it's just a small car. It's just a sedan for, it's a very small car, very reliable. Yeah, he sent me a video, Nights of Insomnia. He literally sent me a video, and I'm like, I already know this car. I already had this car. Toyota's rule, yeah. Yeah, Silver Days. He was like, "Take care." So I won't forget that. So I'm just waiting for him to call me again and being like, "Hey, we dropped the price or whatever." Or, "Hey, it's going to be a hard sell." The car is very limited, okay? So it's going to have a very limited person that wants to buy it. And it's manual. So right off the bat, it's stick shift. So not everyone can drive it. And he was like, "Hey, well, why don't you come down and drive it and test drive it, because maybe you'll feel different." And I'm like, "I already had the car. I've already driven that car. I already know how to drive it. I don't need to drive it." And I think that annoyed him. So maybe that's why he was like, "All right, you know what? Take care." I'm like, "Hey, whatever. You're missing out on a sale." My 82 Corolla sold it to a neighbor with 400K miles and went up to 800 before it fell apart. Dude, that's insane. 800,000 miles, man. Wow. Yeah, and all that, and you don't need a car payment. You don't need higher insurance. You don't need all this extra stuff that you get when you do buy those cars. So I don't need it. Anyway, with that being said, right on cue, Vision's live. So I'm gonna go get ready to work out, and then I'm gonna go into his live stream, and then obviously I'm gonna be bored, and I'm just gonna start typing random stuff. With that being said, thank you so much for all of you guys that came by. Thank you so much for the 2 super chats. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Flipcoins and Dwayne Kelly. I really do appreciate that. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. Have a great weekend. Remember, we are going to be live streaming every single day in July. Weekdays are 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then weekends will be in the morning. And then thank you for all the super chats, all the members. all the subscribers, and all the people that support the channel. I really do appreciate it. So I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. I will be live streaming again on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wait, is Monday July? No, oh yeah, I guess starting next Monday. Yeah, I guess on Monday, because Tuesday is the 1st. So yeah, we're going to be live streaming every day next week. So anyway, take care. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.